very tiny right now.
Well, it wouldn't be a tournament if Fear wasn't willing to die on a hill about a certain hero.
There's always a hill to die on for Fear. Do you guys think that with the Underlord being first phase, that means Gaiman has to consider the Rubik for top
Yeah,
mid?
for sure. Like they have to think about banning the Rubik. I mean, even on a support position, Rubik is just still difficult for Underlord to play into.
Just pick it up yourself.
Yeah, they could do that. I mean,
Yeah.
we talked about the counters to Underlord and lane, and the way to counter those counters
Wait, that man's opening a Crimson. No, go back to him. Go back to the audience. I want to know what he got. Oh, now we'll never know.
Well, they got the inch anyway. That's what we thought they would first pick. This hero's just looked really good throughout the tournament. The overprotective Wisp facet has looked very nice, very tanky. And then once you transition, basically the early game plays out like this. You just run in there, win your lanes, you're very tanky in the early mid game. Then the late game hits, you're just a turret. Like, it just transitions from a tank into a backline damage dealer, and it does a lot of damage in lane.
Yeah. The nice thing for Gaiman's draft is they always like to have these two aura buyers, you know, the drums, the crimson, the pipe, and so forth. They have them already, so the rest of the draft can be simply responses to Tundra's heroes in terms of one-to-one counters, and then also heroes that just give them a better game in the mid game. Like right now, they lack a little bit of team fight. Is Tusk still in the pool?
Oh, yeah, he's opening it. All right. What does he want?
Oh,
What's he
yeah.
gonna get?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the
I'm so sorry. Oh, that's too bad.
I feel more bad for his teammates because he's going to be spamming Meepo now in his pubs just to show up that
That is
Crimson.
miserable.
I'm glad we got to witness that.
Yeah, that is really
any
too bad
other
for him.
Crimson witness openers in the crowd?
Well, we
Anyone
need
else?
Steam Deck users first.
Yeah. I wonder why I'm getting so many emails from Jenkins, you know. I just wonder why.
You mean you don't have 12 Crimson witnesses?
Jenkins.
I can send you some if you want.
Well,
So they take the Tusk on Tundra. I think that makes sense. Anytime you see the Ench come out, the best pairing in Dota for it right now seems to be the Tusk. Like, these two heroes are just so incredible at diving towers, and I think they make up for the things that the other ones lack. Decent amount of wave push. Like I said, the tower dive, Ench can run in and heal, so they take this out. Tundra has two melee heroes. I'm expecting a ranged hero to probably come out here. Ranged support, maybe. SD.
Potentially. So far, this draft has been it's been blow for blow, I want to say. It's been very even, which I think is really good. The last two drafts, I looked at them, I was like, wow, this team is getting out-drafted already. So far, I do feel it's super even. But
Yeah.
the Shadow Demon, that might sway me a little bit, because the last two games, this Shadow Demon has not looked good. I don't see the appeal against the Underlord whatsoever.
I'm going to need someone to get me back on the bandwagon of Shadow Demon, okay? I understand.
Fell off.
Yeah, a little bit, because for so long in the early phases of the road to the international, it was a first phase ban. Now it's sort of trickled through. It's not the same.
Okay, it's very good with Sand King, because I think Underlord, you kind of want the off laner, like, to be able to clear the stack. Sorry, not Underlord, Shadow Demon. You want to be stacking early game.
Okay.
I'm not really that big of a fan of SD being on the 5, because it's more difficult to abuse that. Yeah, and now we are going to see an Elk. I think against Sand King, it's important to have a hero that can kind of outpace and maybe steal some of the
Yeah,
stacks
you can
from-
run in and steal stacks. I mean, we saw...
Interrupt you real quick. Sorry, there's only one carry left in Luna. Carry on.
Fair enough. We saw
Yeah.
Duraccio do the tech of disassembling his Radiance as well whenever he got imprisoned.
Yeah, we saw that. We definitely saw that.
So it's, you know, you think the SD is a counter because you get the Radiance, but not with this new tech that Duraccio has discovered.
He just purged the guy. Don't disrupt him.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, then they need a hero to actually kill the Alchemist. And that's the Doom.
Good one. So we're going to have to see something new from Pure, most likely, because
Yeah.
I don't think the Luna's going to make it through. They made a choice, like, what's best for the game, and most definitely Doom versus Alchemist is a no-brainer. You're playing versus, like, the Greaves on the side of Gaiman, and then, of course, the Chemical Rage gives you regen as well. Doom shuts down all of that, even the Wisp as well from the IO, so it's a really, really, really good Doom pick. But they made a sacrifice to the point where this Alchemist, it's pretty contested between these two teams. The Lone Druid's out, the Wind Ranger's out, so what's left?
Okay,
Weaver?
I'm going to make my 1 in 100 call here, which is going to be wrong. What if this is a pure Doom carry, and then they just go for the Mars again? He plays Doom carry.
Oh.
Tanking
Yeah,
mid.
10 years ago.
Do you have to respond to that, or is that you're just? I thought you were just throwing it out there, and we'll
He's-
see.
I think,
I'll get
I think
the-
he
I'll-
does want a response. I think he does want a response.
Just call me an idiot. Get it over with.
No, it could work. It definitely could work. I don't know if
Wow.
it's the best option. We'll see. Because like I mentioned before, the Luna's gone now, so your options for carry are going to be very low, and maybe it is better to pick a S-tier offlaner as your carry than pick a D-tier carry as your carry. You might be onto something there.
I mean, there's not those great carries that we've normally seen picked up that you're talking about, with the Luna being the last one banned out there, but there's still carries that Pure has done amazing on, and why aren't you really looking towards those? Like, he's had amazing performances on the Morphling before. Is there just something about the Gaiman lineup that really dissuades that?
Slow though, it's slow.
That's what I was thinking.
They need
You
like
think the pacing is just too
no
bad?
budget for Morphling,
No
unfortunately.
budget, I
Yeah.
see. Now I understand.
They do have budget for